All right, Todd Billin, what more can you say about George Pickens than he's just an animal? He's animalistic. He's going to be a superstar. There's no doubt about that. I just did the Derek Stingley versus George Pickens. Make sure you check that bad boy out. And he came in the second half and straight wreck shop, even against a guy like Derek Stingley, who's very competitive as well. But you can just see the talent level in those two guys, and we'll see that for years to come here in football in general between those two. But I knew it was going to be a good day for Georgia when you had the RPO being called right off the bat, right? Just off of leverage, a leverage RPO. So everybody block and run. You see the cushion here, about a 7-yard cushion. And you know, in those instances right there, if you have a 7-yard cushion, all you got to do is switch to a hitch, shoot that bad boy out there, and let that be an extension of your run game, right? It's just a way to get that backside ISO receiver here isolated out in space, and you just never know what can happen. If he's out here by himself on a hitch, you can break a tackle, take that bad boy to the house, or give yourself a chance. But it just gives them more things to think about as well. You see him block and run, right? You see it, right? Georgia don't run RPOs, Cletus. Get the ball out, shoot it accurately. Hit him right on the numbers, allow him to turn upfield. He stumbles a little bit, but he still gets like a 7-yard gain or something like that. It's an extension of your run. Just a great way to switch stuff up on people. Keep them guessing. All right, so look at this 3-man concept into the boundary here. You're going to have a out route by Zamir White. You're going to have twin whips, right? You know I love them twin whips, baby. You know how your boy Murf does it. Twin whips. I'm not talking about rocking the Porsche, but you're going to have Charlie Werner on a whip right here, and you have the great George Pickens doing the same thing. So the thing about this is, if this is not man coverage and this is passed off with this whip, Fromm could be in trouble with something like this, right? Because this is in and out action, and if he stays here and passes it along, you'd be throwing it back out to a guy who could just kind of float the zone. Same thing here with these two as well. So he completely looks this down right here. He knows exactly where he wants to go. They're riding their individual assignments, so he's good with that. And you see the strong side linebacker here. He actually has Zamir White going out. So Pickens going to press this bad boy in, right? He's not even running it that hard. That's the thing about Pickens still. As great as he is, right, I know he's going to be a superstar because he still has room to improve. He's not chopping here. He's not really sitting it down, using his feet, making his feet do the work. He's just going off pure talent. Still able to create separation there, get upfield, do his thing right there. But you can see them doing and working different type of routes with him. All right, it was a good play right here, this flea flicker. Now, here's something like always got to be reading if you're the defense is what exactly is the offensive line doing, right? When it looks like a run right here, but you see them quick setting for a pass, right? They're kind of selling run, but they're retreating because it's technically pass protection. So they're still doing that. You should not be one of these guys, right? When you see that, I would automatically in my head be like, uh-oh, I've been duped. But you can see these guys even going hard in the paint with it. So Pickens does a good job of coming off the line, kind of selling it like he's going to block. Then darts on him. But here's the thing, right? Man, yeah, two guys running right here, but he wants George Pickens. This is a George Pickens game. I noticed Fromm, instead of putting air on this, right, and trying to get the timing game right with it, all he does is puts it on him. Puts it right on him. So maybe he could have let him or whatever like that, and it could have been what it is right there. But at the very least, I think they're drilling in their heads like, let's just complete these long passes. That's it. So he puts it on him, and the rest is history. So explosive pass from Georgia. So I can dig that, man. If you're having trouble with the timing issues on some of these long passes, sometimes all you got to do is just put it on the guy, right? He has enough arm strength to do that. Some guys can't get it down the field like that in that variety because they don't have enough arm strength, but he does. Stop talking with this arm strength stuff with Jake Fromm, man. It's killing me. What the hell are you dudes looking at? It's so dumb. Can you imagine if Georgia really got imaginative instead of running some of these bunch formations into the boundary, working into the boundary and all these tight splits and cut alignments and everything like that? If they were to move these receivers out here in a divider alignment plus splits and everything and get all this space over here, so you take most of these guys right here, right, move them out here and then allow somebody to work backside ISO like a George Pickens. Come on, man. It would be amazing. All right, so here we go again. Front-facing play action fake. What is this? You guessed it. If they're able to, so this is different ways of putting pass tags on the back of a run call. Because this one, you're just going to shoot it to this particular passing play because there's no help over the top. Right? No help over the top. Why not? So you see everybody block and run, everybody getting downfield. He aborts this. Mission abort. Shoots it up here. No safety help over the top. Run your back shoulder fade to your freak receiver. And look at this. Look at this kid rise. All rise. Come on, man. Super hands, man. We're going to start calling this kid Super Hands. I am Super Hands. Who has hands better than this kid, man? Sometimes he doesn't even need hands to catch the ball, too, man. I swear I've seen it before, man. He once caught the ball with no hands. Yeah, let that sink in. All right, here we go again. They pretty much went to this concept ad nauseum, and this is a concept that you can go to ad nauseum because it's just one that just has an option to it, right? It's a run-pass option. So if it's there, why not take it? Way too much cushion being given to George Pickens right here. You might want to push up on him and force him to try to beat you deep, which he can do as well. So damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? But you see the line block and run. Looks like it's going to be inside zone. Switch to the hitch. Shoot that bad boy out there. Enough cushion right there, 6 yards. Allow him to do what he does. Straight physicality. All right, man. So if you want more of this, make sure you go to patreon.com/committed to the G to get the rest of this. Man, George Pickens, you got to be excited about this guy. I don't know what the future may hold as far as the offense itself. I'd have to imagine that nothing's going to change the style of offense. You can't expect somebody to do something that they've never done or do something that they've never done and be successful at it. James Coley, he's not some type of spread guru or anything like that. He's never run a spread. He runs a pro-style offense, much like a Jimbo Fisher offense at Florida State. Maybe he can put some tempo in it and do some stuff like that, but he's not going to – I don't think he can go outside of himself and be something that he's not. However, uptick in personnel with the terrific three coming in, right, with Burton and Arian Smith, Marcus Rosemy, and shout out to Justin Robinson as well, right? So you got 4 receivers coming in, but 3 of the variety that is more like what we see in college football today, maybe your smaller, quicker receivers opposed to a big possession-type receiver and a guy like Justin Robinson. So maybe pair those guys up with George Pickens, but it'll still be about guys like if Demetrius Robertson is back, him stepping up, Kyrus Jackson, Dominic Blaylock if he's healthy. Georgia's wide receiving core looks like it can be extremely deep here over the next 2 or 3 seasons and beyond that as well. So they got to take advantage of that. And the only way to take advantage of that, in my opinion, is to put more receivers on the field. Got to relax with the 12 personnel. Unless you got some kind of freaky tight end, just run more receivers, more queen personnel. Well, I would suggest that, but hey, it's not my team. I'm not coordinated. We're not coordinating it, so we just can only go by what we see out there on the field. I think they need to really get that under control and put more receivers out there and really put pressure on defenses and get more speed out there. We'll see what happens at the quarterback position. But other than that, patreon.com/committed to the G, and we are out. Underground King.